Hi everybody, and welcome to Friday's book review. I'm Judy with the White Pigeon Township Library, and this week I'm going to be talking about the recipe box. The recipe box is written by Viola Shipman. Viola Shipman is the pen name for Wade Rouse, who actually is an author who shares his time between Saugatuck, Michigan and somewhere in California. Must be nice, right? So I really love this book a lot for several reasons. The recipe box, number one, yes, it does have recipes in it. I usually don't read this type of book. I've been reading some heavy duty stuff, but this is a welcome change. It's beautifully written. It talks about a family, the Mullins family, and they have a place in Suttons Bay, Michigan. So if you've not been there, you really should check it out. It's one of, I think, the most beautiful places in our state. It's on the Leelanau Peninsula. Well, the family business has been, it's a generational business, and it is an orchard with apples, peaches, cherries, and then also they call it a pie pantry, so it's a restaurant. They sell homemade pies, different baked goods. And every chapter in this book starts with a recipe, so that's kind of fun. The protagonist in the book is Sam Mullins, Samantha, and she's a young woman who didn't really think that she wanted to stay in the small town. She wanted to kind of spread her wings, so she got her degree in culinary arts. She became a pastry chef and moved to New York City and worked for a famous chef there. Well, he turned out to be not everything that she really wanted, not a person she wanted to work for. So she came back to the family business and decided it was time to kind of figure out who she was, what she wanted, and how to move on with her life. So it's just a real compelling story about relationships between mother and daughter and grandmother, how they all work together, what their values were, and there's some great food they talk about in here too. So the whole idea for this book is there's a recipe box that's passed down through generations, and there's a key to this box. So when you're 13 years old, this is what you get. And the recipes are oftentimes have little drops of vanilla or butter or whatever anyone happened to be cooking with, and I could kind of relate to that because I have this book, which is very special to me, and this was my mother's. And it looks like an absolute mess, and it is, but everything's in her handwriting. It's recipes that she cut out, wrote down, collected over the years, and it's just something I'll always treasure. So yesterday I went ahead and looked through this and found a recipe for heavenly bars, which I made. They were one of my favorites. If you want the recipe, give me a call and I'd be happy to share it with you. So the other reason I'm excited is Wade Rouse, who is a very cool guy. He also writes nonfiction. And then, of course, Viola Shipman, that's his pen name for fiction. But we got to talk with him last week. We had a Zoom conversation, and we're going to be airing that on Facebook on May 18th. So he's super interesting. He's coming out with a new book. It's called The Clover Girls, and it is set in Glen Arbor, which is also another beautiful place on the peninsula, the Leelanau Peninsula. Great little town. So that's going to be fun to read. That's about 4 women, good friends who come back together after years and years and reunite. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that book. So tune into that and be sure we've got all of Wade's books and Viola's on display right now at the library in anticipation for our talk with him. And take one out. I think you'll like it. Great summer reading, nice, light, feel-good stuff. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.